Hi everyone, it's more Viva and Shoko. Today I'm going to be reading to you a story called The Upsherin, Ephraim's First Haircut by Beverly Geller. During Sfirat HaOmer, people don't get their hair cut. So when a boy's birthday lands on Sfirat HaOmer, they have to wait until Lag BaOmer to have their first haircut. Enjoy the story. Ephraim woke up early. Today, he would be having his Upsherin, his very first haircut. Ephraim pushed some hair away from his eyes. He was always pushing hair away from his eyes. Even the clips didn't help much. They loosened and fell out. He also didn't like his hair in a ponytail with a rubber band around it. The rubber band always pulled out some of his hair. It hurt. And he didn't like it when someone said, "What a pretty little girl you are." Ephraim was the only one among his friends who had not yet had his Upsherin. What made things worse was that he was smaller than his friends. He looked like a baby. After breakfast, Ephraim helped Mommy put cookies, cakes, soda, and candy on the dining room table. These were for the party in their house after the Upsherin. Ephraim helped fill little plastic bags with candy for the children at school. He would soon be going too. All his friends went to that school. "I'm going to wear a yarmulke and tzitzit," he said, "just like my Abba, just like my friends." Later in the morning, their house was full of people who were talking and laughing. "It's time to begin," said Abba. He lifted Ephraim onto a high stool. Ephraim wanted to stand on the top of the stool. "You have to sit down, or we won't be able to reach your hair," says Abba. Ephraim wanted to shout, "Look at me, everyone!" But he didn't have to. Everyone crowded around to watch. Mommy combed Ephraim's hair. Zadie picked up the scissors from the table. Snip! Zadie cut a lock of hair from behind Ephraim's ear. Snip, snip, snip! Uncles and cousins and friends cut pieces of hair. Then Abba cut some hair right in the middle over Ephraim's forehead. That was the spot where the tefillin would go someday. "Now I'll finish the rest of the haircut," said Abba. He cut Ephraim's hair evenly, but he left the hair in the front of the ears for peyot. Ephraim touched the back of his head. It felt bristly, like a toothbrush, he said to his older brother Nachum. Abba put a yarmulke and tzitzit on Ephraim. Then they said the bracha for putting on tzitzit. Mommy smiled and gave him a hug. "Look at my big boy," she said. "Now let's drink l'chaim," said Abba, "and let's have something to eat." "It's time to go over to the school you will be attending in fall," said Abba after the party. Abba got his talit and wrapped Ephraim in it. Ephraim wiggled and squirmed as Abba carried him to the school. Mommy carried Aleph Bet cookies and packets of candy. Some of their friends and relatives came along too. When they arrived, the Rebbe and the children were waiting for Ephraim. The Rebbe showed Ephraim a sheet of paper with the Aleph Bet written on it. The letters were covered with honey. "Would you like to taste this special Aleph Bet?" asked the Rebbe. "Yes," said Ephraim. Ephraim eagerly licked the honey from the Aleph and the Bet. He licked the honey from the Gimel and the Daled, and he didn't stop until he got all the way to the Tuf. "See how sweet the Hebrew letters are," said the Rebbe. The Rebbe told a story about the meaning of each letter. "Look at the Aleph," he said. "He has a bent foot because he's running to do a mitzvah, to learn Torah. And see the Bet? Doesn't it look like a house? The dot in the middle is the doorbell. And look at the Gimel. It wants to give a penny to a poor person." After the Rebbe told the stories of all the letters, Ephraim helped his mother give the packets of candy and cookies to the children. "We can go home now," says Abba. As Ephraim was putting his coat into the closet, he saw himself in the mirror on the door. He stopped and looked at himself again. He turned his head from side to side. He touched his hair. He touched his yarmulke. He looked so different that he could hardly believe it. He felt bigger. He felt taller. Just then, one of his friends came by. "Ephraim, we're going to play at Shimon's house," he said. "Do you want to come with us?" "Well, okay," said Ephraim, "but I have to be home early. I'm going to shul with my Abba." The end. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned about the nice minhag of when a boy gets his first haircut. From Moraviva and Shoko. Have a great day. Bye.